Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Grandmaster Shaymin, and today we are going to bring you yet another installment in the Shaymin vlog. So it's been officially 1 week since I came back to YouTube, and it's been an amazing journey. So much has happened over the last week. I'm really grateful for all the support that you guys have had. At the beginning, I thought things would go a little awry because when I came back, I lost 3 subscribers and people weren't really watching a lot of my stuff. And while several of my videos still got about 20 or so views, I would like to take a moment to appreciate the support on Sakura Sadist and my first installment in my top 100 anime of all time. Whether or not you guys agree with it or like it or, whatever, you guys have watched it a lot and I really just appreciate that in general. So I'd like to start off with that as well as the new subscribers to my channel. I would really like to say thank you and I'm glad that you're here. I hope that I am good enough for you guys to stay. Um, but it's been kind of a hectic week. I finally got back on Thursday. The internet went back up, so I started uploading videos pretty crazily. And just yesterday, I uploaded a couple of videos as well, which leads me into today. So today, I'm going to a doctor's appointment to for my HRT to make sure everything's perfectly fine and it's been stressful because I have to work 40 hours a week and I'm trying to make this YouTube thing work and I'm trying to continue writing my novel at the same time, um, which is a very difficult thing to handle. While I do have today off, I would like to record a lot and do some writing by the end of the day, but instead I have to go um, to Salt Lake to my doctor's appointment here soon and get checked out, make sure that everything's all right. So it's kind of difficult to find enough time to do this. So if you notice any inconsistencies in my uploading, that's exactly what's going on. Um, Not to mention, things have been kind of rough sometimes. Some days I get home from work and I'm not feeling too great, and I just don't feel like recording because I don't know if I can put on that happy face and be excited for all of this to start. Luckily for me, though, when I had last weekend off, so I did some recording. I've got Skyrim episode 2 coming. I don't know whether that's going to be today or tomorrow. I might just use today for recording and put out videos starting tomorrow. I'm not really 100% sure yet, but you guys will obviously find out. Um, but so I have some things stocked up. I have Doki Doki done. I have the visual novel that I'm releasing after Doki Doki done. Um, I have Foxy May Zero done. That comes out every 3 days, as well as Doki Doki. So they come out on the same day. One episode prior to Doki Doki is Foxy May Zero, but they'll come out every 3 days. So hopefully everything will kind of go a little bit smoothly. I had a little bit of trouble with the Pokemon recording, but I will try and get that out today if possible. Um, we'll have to see exactly how much time I have and whatnot. Um, so I just appreciate you guys' patience. For those of you who are, still subscribed here and still watch my things, I really do appreciate it. It looks like my Pokemon Blaze Black Super Ultra Randomizer hasn't exactly been the most popular, which is why I haven't really put it at the top of my priority list. But for those of you who have watched it and do want to see episode 2, I will try and get that done as soon as possible. Um, Also, this week we heard about new Pokemon games, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, which I have a number of opinions of. So I might as well say that here because, my vlog is a good platform for that. So I want to just start off with the negative stuff. to get that out of the way. But I feel like this is way too gimmicky and cash grabby. Obviously, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to love the shit out of it, but while it's not out yet and I just watched it and I have a clear head, I just want to say a couple of things about this game. And that it is too gimmicky and it's legitimately a cash grab, especially considering that they're going to do a core series game at the end of 2019 that they're going to release after this game. That, like, sure, let's go Pikachu and let's go Eevee. You got all the Gen 1ers excited. I do like Gen 1, but I'm not like, oh, let's have another Gen 1 remake. Where is my Gen 4 remake? Where is my Gen 5 remake? Where is my Gen 6? Why does Gen 1 get priority? Um, you know, I just, I love some of the aspects of the game, but just talking about the stuff that I don't really like, I just don't really like that it is Gen 1. I don't really like that this is a legitimate cash grab. They're trying to salvage Pokemon Go, but the fact is, I guarantee you, there have been a little bit of an increase in Pokemon Go users over the last couple of days since the game was announced. But as soon as the game comes out, within a couple of days, people are going to get tired of playing Pokemon Go and Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee at the same time, and it's legitimately going to end. Like, Pokemon Go is a dying franchise. You should just let it die and move on. Like, I do like how you actually throw the Pokeball at it and stuff. I am a little worried that you don't battle it, which I really hope you do, because if you don't battle it, then I feel like you're missing out on some of the aspect of the game that, is kind of smart. Kind of. Technically, you should be able to catch the Pokemon after it's fainted, but that takes away some of the challenge of the game, so... Because if it's fainted, it's unconscious. You just toss a Pokeball, it can't get out because it's unconscious. You know? But if you can't battle it and you just throw Pokeballs at it, it seems a bit ridiculous and, again, gimmicky. So I have a lot of mixed feelings. Obviously, there's a lot of great things about the game. I love how you can ride on Pokemon. I love the co-op mode. That's really, really cool. I mean, you'd need friends to do a co-op mode. Look at me all by myself. But it's a really cool concept that is going to make the game a lot more interesting for sure. I like how amazing and updated it is. So that way, the nostalgia factor is out the ass. Sure, when I turn that game on, when I eventually get it, because I'm gonna get it, obviously, as a Pokemon hardcore fan, you can't not get it, even if you have these gripes about it. I guarantee you when I turn it on, I'm gonna freak out. Because at that point, all the negative stuff that I've just been talking about, how it's cash grab, how it's gimmicky or whatever, goes completely out the window, and oh my god, it's on the TV. Like, I had gripes about Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and when I played the game, it's, oh my gosh, look how amazing this game is. Oh, man. You know? It's just, Pokemon's really good at that, especially now. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I definitely like a lot of aspects to it. I'm going to be interested to see what exactly happens with this game sometimes. Like, I have mixed feelings also on the Pokemon you can see above the grass. Well, that's, natural. You normally see that if you legitimately went out and tried to catch Pokemon in this world. It also makes things like a Nuzlocke kind of obsolete. Because you roll up to this route and you look over and you're like, oh, there's a Ponyta and there's a Psyduck and I want this one. That's not really the point of, say, a Nuzlocke per se. And that adds a lot of challenge to the game. And if you just pick out the best Pokemon on each route, you're like, oh, well, let's look at my team here. We got a water type, grass type, and a fire type, and an electric type. Well, I don't really have a fighting type. There's a Machop over there, so I'm going to go grab that. Not to mention, I'm a little interested to see how trading is going to work. I feel like it's going to be something pretty obvious. Obviously, you can get on the internet pretty easily, but I do have to wonder if you're going to be able to get Pokemon from the 3DS to the game easily. There's just a lot of things that I'm a little skeptical of as of right now. It should be interesting to see what happens as news continues to come out. And hopefully within the next few months, we'll start getting news on the core game, because I'm a lot more excited for the core game than I am this one, to be honest. While this is really cool, I also didn't want this at the same time. Like, sure, it's a really badass game, and going back to the Kanto region, which was the second region I ever played, because I played Gen 3 first, because that was what just came out when I started playing Pokemon, and then I went back to Gen 1 and Gen 2, and etc. Um, I'm not a huge fan of this region's release again. I know that it's been, God, when did the game come out? Because Fire Red Leaf Green just came out when I was getting, Gen 1 or 3. So that was what, like 04? So it's been like 14 years or so since Gen 1 got a remake. Yeah, it's 2018. That was like 2004 or something. Somewhere around there. So that was a long time ago. But the problem is, I would much rather have a Gen 4 remake in this case. I would much rather see the Sinnoh region, especially considering that I was hoping to get one, but instead we got Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and now I was hoping to get one, and then, because I like Gen 4 more than I like Gen 1, I like Gen 3 more than I like Gen 1, I like Gen 5 more than I like Gen 1, I like Gen 2 more than I like Gen 1, I like Gen 1, but I like almost every region more than it, to be honest. I know I might be of the unpopular opinion, and that's fine, but it kind of sucks to not get the game that I was hoping for, I guess. And so when they announced a new Core Series game, I was at least a lot more excited for that, because I'm like, oh, yay, Gen 1 again. Woo! Yay. It just is how it is. I don't know. I would much prefer Gen 4 or something else. So it should be interesting to see whether or not the core game comes out on the Switch. I am kind of interested to see whether or not they go the Switch route, because they are going to be changing a lot of mechanics in the game. And I feel like I said before, it kind of kills Nuzlocks, because you can go into a route and see all the Pokemon's heads above the grass and walking around. So then you could just be like, oh, I want that one. And you can build a more diverse team, and it takes away a lot of the Nuzlocke rules about their first encounters and whatnot. Not to mention, Gen 1 in general is a pretty easy game. It really is. Like, it's not very difficult. So that kind of takes away a lot of the game too. It should be interesting to see. I'm interested to see if you can even put Generation 2 through 7 Pokemon into that game. Because if it's kind of a standalone remake, then you can only put Gen 1 Pokemon into the game. You can only have those 151, which means that kind of takes away a lot of other things. Randomizers won't be as insane. You'll have 151 options. It won't be as diverse and as crazy as a normal randomizer would be. Not to mention, I wonder how difficult it would be to do a randomizer. Just thinking about content in general here, because if you have all these static Pokemon, because they're all static now, that's insane. That makes it very difficult to focus in on. So I mean, I love the graphics. It looks amazing, and while I do like Generation 1 in general, I just would have rather had almost any other game, is what I'm trying to say. I'm still going to buy it. I'm still going to love it, but that's the kind of shit that I'm talking about. I know a lot of people, both for Generation 7 that said similar things, and then they play the game and they love it, and it's amazing and all that. And then once it settles down, you're like, oh, well, I mean, I played this game already, and I kind of was hoping for something different. So I'm interested to see the mechanics. I'm interested to see where they go with it, but there's a lot of things that I'm really, really skeptical of at this point, especially as a Pokemon fan for as long as I've been. I'm obviously not as long as some people, but I definitely see a lot of issues with these games that are coming out. So those are my thoughts on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. I am going to be interested to see what happens there. That just is going to be how that is going to be. So, as for, I guess, the future of this channel for the next week or so until my next vlog, I'm going to continue to try and put out the shows that I have. I believe Doki Doki should be for a little while longer through at least my next vlog because, that's another, like 3 episodes because I'm doing it every 3 days. As well as Foxy Zero will be through my next vlog, so those will still be going on. Skyrim should be interesting. I'm hoping to put that out today, but again, time is of the essence, especially with my doctor's appointment, so it should be interesting to see. I want to do a lot of recording today and get some more stuff done. I also want to do a very interesting video that I've been trying to think of for a little while now. It's going to be difficult to do because the editing is going to be very hard, especially considering that I don't have like $100-$200 video editing software like some of these other YouTubers. Like I don't make money off of YouTube yet, or more than likely ever, really. I mean, I'm at what, like 4,500 total views on my channel of all time. So I'm still a ways away from even possibly making money off of YouTube. So I mean, I'm hoping that it'll turn out okay, but the video is going to be introducing the American football fan to the CFL. I want to do a lot of because I don't think sitting here and talking about it will make it any. I want it to be kind of like a humorous but real take on trying to teach American football fans about CFL. So it should be interesting, to say the least. I know that there's videos on there, but they're all very serious, like the CFL has 55 a 55-yard line at midfield instead of a 50-yard line. And the field goal, see, that's boring. That's boring as fuck. I want to make it a little bit more interesting, to have a little bit, like, I want to compare teams to NFL teams and compare rules and make it a little bit more humorous, and less serious of a vibe, but still get across the information that you're trying to get across. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know whether or not I'll be able to finish that within the next week, but Canadian football season starts on, I believe, like the 16th. So we still got a little over 2 weeks until it actually starts. So I'm hoping to get it done by then, but we'll see. Especially, again, working 40 hours a week makes it difficult. I work tomorrow and Saturday. Saturday should be interesting because I work a night shift, which means I have at least the morning. So if I can try and get some recording done during the morning or even upload a video before I leave, that should be interesting. Um, So that's kind of the goal. So thank you all for watching this episode. Make sure you click that thumbs up button down below for me. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. And if you guys have any questions for me, let me know in the comments. I'll try to answer them in the next vlog next week. If you have anything, of curiosity, whether it's about my opinion of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, or about this channel, or about me in general, whatever you guys want to talk about, just leave it in the comment section, and I'll do my best to answer it in the next episode. So thank you guys so much. Make sure you click that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'd love it if you gave me a little shout out to people that you know that might like some of the content, visual novels, Pokemon, etc. And I'll see you next time.